shirt because I had to pin the microphone right here. And I hope that you can hear me. I hope that this is officially working. It is great to see you. I've had a hell of a time in Tokyo with Jillian, and we are underway with the NFL draft live from Tokyo for you Plusers who are watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've missed you while I've been gone. I really have. And we've already, as we all expected, seen Cam Ward go off the board, number 1 to Miami, or from the University of Miami to Tennessee. And Ian Rappaport, I see, is reporting we got a massive trade going on. The Browns and Jaguars agreed to a blockbuster trade to give Jacksonville the number 2 overall. Cleveland gets number 5 in a big haul later on in the draft. The Jaguars not screwing around. They traded up, and we will see exactly who for. You would think this could be Travis Hunter. I've heard so much fascination with Genty going to Jacksonville. Did they move up to get Genty at 2? Did they even have to do that? We will kind of see it all unfold here. But this is, it's awesome to be here. It really is. Let me try to give you a little bit of a perspective as to where I am. I'm on the 22nd floor of the MESM Tokyo. Beautiful hotel, gorgeous hotel that luckily Jillian's trip decided to pick up for us. Thank you very much, because we would not be staying in a hotel this nice. Again, I need a little beer money for my last couple nights here in Japan. So obviously any supers would be very, very welcome. And if we get 50 of them, I won't demonstrate, but I will show off the Japanese toilet. That is the big goal for 50 super chats here today. But Japan has been an amazing experience, to say the least. And we are going to see what exactly now goes down after a massive, massive trade. A massive trade. The Browns and Jaguars flipping from 5 to 2. Well. By the way, there is no ESPN available in my hotel room. So what I've got going on, and by the way, I had to do this on my phone up here because down here is my laptop. So if I'm not bringing up your comments like I normally do, if I'm not highlighting those supers, it's because of that. I've got a sort of a makeshift work area right here. Michelle, the Plus is global. I got spotted randomly in Kyoto. Guy walks up to me. Are you Damon Bruce? I was like, get out of here. Really? It's like, I watch you and Kruger on Wake Up every week. I'm vacationing. He was from Portland, guy named Julian Wright, with his family. It's unbelievable. And I'm going to tell you right now, Kenny says, make it work, Dan. I hope you don't mean the microphone or anything. We're good. You can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me and everything's good. We're good to go. But it was unbelievable. I mean, there's no amount of career on the radio that I would have ever had that would have got me recognized in Japan, for goodness sakes. So thank you very much for the everyone saying you can hear me. We sound good. I'm not wearing a collared shirt for no reason at all this morning. And it is, by the way, just in case you're wondering, 9:20 in the morning here in Tokyo. I am at the mercy of my Wi-Fi. I am at the mercy of how quickly ESPN and NFL Network update the draft board here. So we are just going to go ahead and figure it out, see what happens, and we'll see what the 49ers end up doing at 11. Obviously, the conjecture has been ongoing for months. I mean, there really isn't any more discussion as to what needs to happen with the 49ers. They got to have a great draft today. This is a pivotal moment in this franchise's history. There's no doubt about that. And I look at I look at, needs that I believe in. And I really do think, either Campbell or Membu is there at 11. That is the pick. Neither guy is there at 11. The amount of different ways this could go, it could go a lot of different ways, to say the least. They could go corner. They could go D-line, interior D-line. They could go edge. They could go linebacker. This is a big moment for this regime, for this era. And obviously, John Lynch owes some Niners fans. Oh, by the way, thank you very much. We got first super in from Niner Gang, beer number 1, bought and paid for. By the way, that'll pretty much pick up a beer here in Tokyo. Like, it's Tokyo is the dollar's doing very well against the yen right now. The prices have been, I mean, we have had some meals that had we had them back in San Francisco, they would have been five, six, $700 meals. Here didn't even approach $200 in a lot of instances. It's amazing to be in a country that isn't at every single moment just trying to screw you over. I mean, it's pretty cool. What a concept. So we got picks in here from Jacksonville. I need to be refreshing my Ian Rappaport at all times. Browns got the 5th overall, 36th overall, 126th overall, and a 2026 first rounder. God, Jacksonville gives up everything. Look at all of that. Look at how much Jacksonville gave up to just move up 3 spots. That's something else. Well, no, I mean, Jacksonville gets the 2nd, a 104th, and the 200th. But, I mean, that is, they better like this player. Red Jet, thank you so very much. Arigato. I'm picking up some, not an easy to hop into language. I will say that. What do we got, Jacksonville? You just gave up the mother load. For who? For what? James Gladstone, their new general manager, right? This is a guy who wants to come in and make a splash first go around, big time. So let's see what he does. Like everything, the coffee, the detail. I was talking about this morning with Jillian. I had to film, and we'll post later, just how they delivered room service this morning. Like the attention to detail. There is attention and intention behind everything in Tokyo, in all of Japan, really. There is no like, yeah, we're just figuring it out. We'll try to get it right. Hopefully this works. No, everything is carefully considered. Let me see if I can get a better angle. I got a little bit too much head space above me here. Let me go. We okay? Hold on. Tripod, don't go failing me now. It didn't change the headspace at all, did it? Oh, well. Travis Hunter. Boom. See, that's why you retire that guy's number. You can't retire Shador's number in Boulder as well and watch that guy slip past maybe Jackson Dart, which is, look, I've been doing a good job keeping my mind on Tokyo, but obviously, you can't avoid the NFL noise. And, my phone, every single time I turn it on, I'm around Wi-Fi. I've seen the whole, Shador about to plummet today. He's going to be the green room massacre, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. New York Giants are now on the clock. And if there's a team that might also be open for business, it is obviously they. Needs that start with quarterback, but with Cam Ward off the board, is there an actual desire to go quarterback? Jackson Dart being, driven above Shador in terms of pecking order on teams' draft boards. This is a couple stories that I've read. So we'll all find out together, won't we? Won't we? Dennis says, I wonder if Kyle gets tempted if Shador is there at 11. No. Oh my God. No. Who's coming up with this shit? No. His name is Brock Purdy. You were just in the Super Bowl a couple years ago. You want Shador Sanders? Come on. What, man? It would be so, you go back to a quarterback on a rookie deal. No. I can't stand that we got all this time on the clock here. Again, the amount of TV show that this has become is extraordinary. It's absolutely extraordinary. Who would have ever thought that a list of names would turn into what this has turned into? It's amazing. It truly is amazing. Postman, by the way, he's in Chicago's NPR show. What do you do? Oi, oi, oi. Postman, have a great time in Chicago. Go get yourself a little Geno's East, baby. Hold on. There we go. It is the rare broadcast where I'm looking at you, I'm talking to you from Tokyo. Jillian is right over here getting ready. When she is ready to make her appearance, she will be popping on in to say hello to everybody. But look, this has been a wonderful trip. It's been a hell of a time, and we will see what the Niners do at 11. Will there be so much trading back, as so many people have said? And if there is a whole bunch of trading back, would there actually be some value in the Niners trying to trade up just a smidge? I mean, I wouldn't give up a lot, but if you had to give up a little to like jump ahead of the Jets, maybe. Look, I'm a Membu guy. I want to see Armand Membu put on a 49ers uniform. I really do. I don't think he makes it past the Jets. Oh, we got a pick in here now for the New York Giants. All right. Let's go. Let's go. By the way, you think the NFL's a big deal, and it is, but in Tokyo, it really isn't. And what was surprising, because the games are, on in the early mid mornings out here, is how little actual Warriors basketball I've been able to catch. I haven't even seen it on any of the. Look at it this way: every single TV in Japan is tuned into the same really weird Japanese variety show. It's it's a whole bunch of kittens with big eyes and people coming in and girls going, "Wee!" And there's a lot lost in translation there. I don't know what I'm looking at, and half the time I'm looking at Japanese television. But they seem to really like this style of program where there is a person in an upper box reacting to everything that they see. It's a different culture, man. There's no doubt. This is a whole different thing. Whole different thing. Wow. Ian Rappaport reporting that Travis Hunter had 0 conversations with the Jaguars since the combine. I guess that's a good way to keep your cards close to your vest if you're a new GM in Jacksonville and you don't want any spouting coming from Camp Hunter that they might be as interested in you. And I don't know. That's amazing though. No contact since the combine for a player that you just really, I don't want to say mortgage the future, but gave up a huge amount of draft capital to go get. What they use Travis Hunter, how he's used, is going to be fascinating. I don't know if Shohei Ohtani, who by the way is on everything here, Shohei Ohtani is advertising basically everything in Tokyo. I don't know if the NFL can have a two-way player, a real sustainable two-way player. Obviously, you would need plays off in some direction throughout a game. Nobody's going to be out there for 140 snaps. Are they going to use him as a corner who sometimes plays wide receiver, or are they going to use him as a wide receiver who sometimes plays corner? It's going to be interesting. Very, very interesting to see what happens there. Yeah, a lot of weird vending machines in Japan. Although I have not seen, maybe we haven't been in the right neighborhood yet. The you can buy like a pair of used panties in a vending machine. Like that's a thing out here. Have not seen that. DB, not me, another DB says, drop some likes on our boy. Please do. Like and subscribe. Look at it this way. We're about 50 subs away from 42,000. 42, Ronnie Lott. Be a real good day for Niners fans to push me into Ronnie Lott territory today. Mark A says, as someone who doesn't watch much college sports, you and Larry, you sold me on Membu. Well, look, I mean, I don't think it was up to us to sell you on Membu. He pretty much sold himself at the combine. But thanks for watching. Really do appreciate it. And it is Abdul Carter from Penn State going to New York. I mean, the New York Giants, they just gave up on a Nittany Lion and watched, obviously Saquon Barkley go to Philadelphia and make that look like one of the single dumbest mistakes in the history of football. So they're reinvesting in another Nittany Lion. Abdul Carter is now a New York Giant. So good luck with that, Abdul. He might be the biggest, just draft the guy and you don't really need to worry. The chances of him being a bad football player seem very few and far between. So now we got the New England Patriots, who have been on the clock for 30 seconds here, and the pick is already in, according to NFLDraft.com. Mike Vrabel screwing around with nothing in his first year. Kenny's saying their defense in New York just got better. It did. Indigo, thank you very much for the super. I'm going to try to call them out as I see them. If I miss one, I apologize deeply that I have not been able to say thank you to anyone. But it's a weird little setup here today. It's not how I normally broadcast. We're doing it over the stream over on YouTube Shorts, so it's vertical, not horizontal. Because I needed to do it over the phone to have the computer open. So that's why it's going down like that today. Japanese room service delivers coffee in the nice carafe, the thermos. Attention and intention. Absolutely everything this country does comes with intention and attention. All right, Ian Rappaport, you're my eyes and ears in Green Bay. What do you got? Yeah, I know that they got Abdul Carter in New York. There we go. Indigo, a member now for 15 months. Thank you very much. Shingagawa District in Tokyo. Excuse me. It says you can go get the panties in the vending machine there. No, don't really need them. Although, honey, you want us to get some vending machine panties for you later tonight? No. No jock sniffing, no panty sniffing in this house. No. By the way, if you could, honey, would you put up the do not disturb sign on the door when you leave? Because I would hate for some poor, innocent Japanese housekeeper to come in here, see this setup, and think that there's some OnlyFans thing going on. Do they have OnlyFans in Japan? Either way, I don't want to scare anybody who just happens to walk in this room. You see a guy live streaming in the corner. He's sitting down. Well, I'm wearing shorts. They're not underpants, but the bottom doesn't match the top right now. I don't want to freak anybody out. 49ers Red Zone says, give the room the black light test. Don't need to. The one thing I can guarantee you is that you can go outside and eat off the sidewalk. Anywhere you go in Japan, you can eat off the sidewalk. The level of clean here, I am not exaggerating when I said I've been in Tokyo now for 5 days. Also in Kyoto, we went there for a couple days. There is no unintentional garbage. Like there is no accidental napkin that the wind just happened to blow off the table and now there's a napkin going down the street. Not one. In the entire country of Japan, there's not a single receipt blowing in the wind that somebody accidentally dropped. It's stunning. It's stunning. I had to use a restroom in a train station. And this restroom in Tokyo Station, which is the largest, busiest train station in the fucking world, that train station bathroom was nicer and better appointed than any bathroom I've ever been to in a Michelin star restaurant. The train station bathroom in the busiest train station in the world was immaculate. Immaculate. It's overwhelming. Look, I don't want to say Japan is all in the future, but folks, we are in the past. Like America, we can never be Japan. We don't have a conforming society like Japan does. And I don't want one, but we can take some notes. We should really, really take some notes of some of the shit that they're doing over here, starting with that Lawson's egg salad sandwich. Like we can just get can we get our 7-Elevens, our convenience stores to just be a little bit better? Can we start with that? You know what we also get over here? Hot towels. They give you a hot towel everywhere you go. Here's a hot towel. Here's a hot towel. Here's a hot towel. It's awesome. All right, I see we're getting spammed here by nonsense. Try to remove that as we go along. All right, I keep on seeing pick is in here, pick is in. What do you got, New England? Who you taking? What do you got? What are you doing, New England? We got Ian Rappaport trying to jump the website here. The Patriots pick is in, and the Browns are on the clock. What the Browns end up doing after trading back here will be pretty interesting to see. Mr. Smith, thank you. Excuse me, Master Sith, not Mr. Smith. Thank you very, very much. So 7-Eleven is Indian. So 7-Eleven might have started in India, but there is a 7-Eleven on every single corner in Japan. There are 3 convenience stores, Lawson's, Family Mart, and 7-Eleven, and they are everywhere. Everywhere. You can do your banking at 7-Eleven in Japan. I mean, convenience stores like you wouldn't imagine, with food in it that isn't the same shriveled, wrinkly hot dog that looks like your grandfather's dick. Just, ugh. It's, you know, I mean, there is so much quality everywhere you look. Will Campbell, LSU off the board. All right. So Will Campbell it is. Will Campbell it is to New England. So a lot of, you know, who's the best tackle in this draft? Campbell, Membu. It was really, you know, I was a Membu guy. But if the 49ers had ended up with Will Campbell, that would have been super cool too. This guy's a really good player. Again, he's been in the SEC kicking ass, regardless of arm length. I mean, it's not like this guy's a Tyrannosaurus Rex and out there like the amount of over-analysis that is needed to fill a nonstop, never-ceasing news cycle is so ridiculous. It's so obnoxious. It really is. Will Campbell, go kick some ass in New England, young man. Show everybody that a half an inch of arm length doesn't mean a thing. Dennis trying to help out 7-Eleven, saying 7-Eleven food has actually improved a bit recently. Come on over here. Come on over here, and you'll never say it again. All right, Cleveland's pick is in, as it should be. You trade back to number 5. You better have a plan. You better have it ready to go. So let's see what we officially got coming up from a pick standpoint from the Cleveland Browns. Oh, wait a minute. Let me not do that. That was awful. I don't know what just happened. How do I turn that off? I turned on my green screen by accident. There we go. Now it's off. I got it. Thank you, honey. Take down the volume a little bit because you're a little blown out on the mic. I'm a little blown out on the mic. She says, take down the volume just a little bit. Thank you, honey. Jillian producing from the bathroom. I appreciate it. Although, look, it shows me I could go green screen with it. I do know I want to try this. There's the thumb. There I am, live from Tokyo. All right, cool. See, I'm learning things. Konnichiwa. Thank you. Domo arigato, Mrs. Bruce. Pick is in. Cleveland Browns. What you gonna do? Hey, you know what? Feels like we're flowing here. Let's go. Raiders are going to be on the clock next. If I'm the Raiders, I'm taking Membu. I really am. I wouldn't let Armand Membu get past me if I were the Raiders. I wouldn't. Now, with Tom Brady as, you know, whispering ideas into the new general manager's ear, we'll see. It did look like I got slimed there for a second. Champ Raw says ESPN is talking more about Shador than the guys that are actually getting drafted. It's a joke. It really is. I mean, it really, the amount of inability to actually discuss what is happening while there's just constant mental masturbation about what might happen when you're inside of a draft. Like here it is. There's no more what might this look like today. We're about to find out. The entire first round's about to happen. You don't need to talk. You don't need to talk about what might happen to Shador until it happens. Until it actually happens. Damon, are you back to Tokyo from Kyoto? Yes. We are back in Tokyo, baby. All right. Will Campbell, off the board. Cleveland, what you got? Again, Cleveland's pick is probably in. The NFL's just trying to stretch it. Give those studio shows more time to talk. More time. Stretch. That is, by the way, that is the producer universal sign for keep this segment going. We can't play the commercial break. It is. It is already Friday morning in Japan. Yes, it is 9:43 Friday morning in Japan. So I'm coming to you from the future, and I can tell you with certainty that the 49ers are picking. No, I'm just. Already happened over here. It's over. The whole draft is over. I could recap the entire first round for you right now, but I don't want to spoil it. I tell you what, I might need more coffee at some point here. I might have to give a little pour over situation going. You want to go? Oh, hey, come on over here for a second.
Hi, Plusers.
There she is. So, by the way, you're talking right into there.
No,
baby.
I know. You were talking a little too loud. You're a little blown out.
All
so
right.
You got to take it down like 2 notches.
She has told me to be quiet in Japan everywhere we go, including my own live stream. Keep it down now. Voices carry. Remember that? You remember who sang Voices Carry? Can you name that band?
No.
Till Tuesday. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Any words for the good people and what you want to see the 49ers do at 11?
Don't screw it up.
Don't fuck it up.
Thank you all for tuning in. And
all right, honey.
Go have fun.
Go make that big money while I come over here and beg for dollars and nickels on the internet. Good job. Go get him. Go get him, Tiger. What time are you going to be home? By the way, Red Jet gives you a shout out. Jillian's gorgeous. She is. Yeah, absolutely.
That's very sweet.
She must be really into huge voices. Mason Graham is a Brown. Mason Graham. A lot of talk about maybe if he fell to the Niners, they would be very, very interested. There you go. So the pick is in, and now the Jets are on the clock. Let's see what the Raiders do. If I'm the Raiders, I'm taking Membu right here. If I am the Raiders, this is Membu. So you look like a stern father. I am raising men. Yeah, I mean, I'm a fun dad too, but we're raising men over here. SGA Sports Talk, great to see you. Philip, 49ers. Again, so many regulars. I've missed you so very, very much these last few days. I really have. So Mason Graham going to the Cleveland Browns. Poor guy probably wanted to get the hell out of the Midwest. He's got to stay there now from Michigan to Ohio. Oh, and there you go. If I know one thing, Cleveland Brown fans love rooting for Michigan Wolverines. SG Sports Talk says San Francisco's taking Membu. Hey, I hope you were right, SGA. Look at it this way. Do we have any booze at all in the room? Is there any beer in that fridge? I will, we'll start pounding beers if the 49ers are able to take Membu. I think Membu's coming off the board right here. I think Membu is going to be a Las Vegas Raider. Oh, okay. How do you know it's alcoholic? Yeah, you're right. It is made by Asahi. Look at this. Today's show brought to you by Ike Sandwiches and this, whatever that is. It's a lot of Sapporo, a lot of Asahi. I was just asked, what is the beer of choice? A lot of Sapporo, a lot of Asahi. Matthew's like, man, that ain't nothing but Tang. It might be Tang. Hey, Jess from the East Coast Red and Gold podcast. Good to see you. Was it 10%? Was there, 10% alcohol? Is that what that means? Or is that 10% juice? Whatever that symbol is. I don't know. Any more egg sandwiches? Not yet, Drew. Not yet, but I'm going to pick one up before I get on the airplane. I'm taking a Lawson's egg salad sandwich on the airplane. City Tim says, how long do you recommend someone stay in Japan to see everything? 3 lifetimes. You would need 3 lifetimes just to get through a couple parts of Tokyo. There is no ever knowing Japan. You can only come look at it. I don't think you can understand it. It's just like Bourdain said in that famous, no reservations or whatever version of his show he was doing at the time where he came to Tokyo. He's been here a few times. But it's just like Tokyo. It's deep, deep waters. You come here and you realize what an absolutely insignificant life you're living compared to these millions upon millions of people all around you, all going about their lives, none of them worried about the 49ers and the things that you and I worry about. And it's amazing. It really is amazing. Travel is the greatest tool to gain perspective that there is. And my perspective of the world has been changed these last few days here in Tokyo. No doubt about it. Oh, look at the Raiders. Ashton Genty. Off the board. Ashton Genty, the most exciting, the most gonna sell some tickets player maybe in this draft. Raiders. Done. Ashton Genty, running back, Boise State. Now Membu's not getting past the Jets. Although they are the Jets, so they can screw up anything. We'll see, but that's pretty impressive right there. It's easy to tease the Raiders about everything, even with the move, even with the profile that they enjoy now. They haven't enjoyed much success. Ashton Genty is a hell of a pick. And if you're a Raider fan, you've got to be excited about that. I don't know if you got the trenches. I don't know if you got the defense. I don't know if this is going to really change the arc of the upcoming season pick. But boy, the Raiders just got a lot more fun to watch, didn't they? A lot more fun to watch. Good for Raiders fans. Good for Raiders fans. Let me tell you, when I get back to the United States, I got to do a stream with my boy JT the Brick. Oh, he's got to be excited about that. He's got to really, really like that. Genty to the Raiders. And now the New York Jets, their pick, it said, right away, it says here on NFL Network, the pick came in as soon as they were kind of on the clock. So, I mean, if I am literally running up to the podium screaming, Membu, 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 if I am the New York Jets. We are 3 picks away from the 49ers. It'll be the Panthers at 8, the Saints at 9, the Bears at 10, and the 49ers at 11 unless they trade back. We will see. We will see. David Ryder quoting a little Mark Twain saying, travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. It really is. It truly, truly is. It changes perspective. It allows you to think about, it allows you to see the world from angles that are not available to you from where you normally stand. It's something else. Didn't get the Kyoto egg, Christopher. Didn't get the Kyoto egg. But we did do like a kaiseki meal in a room that it looked like shoguns used to commit seppuku in. It was unbelievable. I mean, this was a 300-year-old restaurant that we were in. It was incredible. Again, randos just coming on in here. They're like, why are you talking so much about Japan? Isn't this supposed to be draft coverage? Yes, but I got to be, I'm like, here we are. We have, the draft should have happened 3 fucking weeks ago. Can we be honest about this? This thing is dragged on for so long. Like, here we are on draft day. I officially have nothing left to say other than show me the results. I am so done speculating about what could happen, might happen, should happen, blah, 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 blah. All the different players who, last week, me and Kruger were talking about, oh, like this guy, like that guy. We'll never hear of him again or think of him again. We didn't really like him that much. All right. What are the Jets going to do here? I think this is going to be Membu right here. I do. I think this is going to be Membu right here for the Jets. We shall see. We shall see. We are kicking it. We don't. Sorry. Let's see what we got going on. Jets, what are you doing? I think we're about to get our heart broken here, aren't we? Think we're about to get our heart broken. Christopher, the highlight of the trip so far. Shanahan might like Shedeur. No, he's not. Dude, the 49ers are not taking Shedeur Sanders. Come on. The highlight of the trip is really the perspective. I mean, it's more than, I don't think it's one thing. I don't think it is one thing. It's not one particular meal. It's not one particular moment as much as it's just been, I mean, imagine having your eyes wide open where it feels like you're on acid for 24 hours for a full week. And then someone's like, what's your favorite part? You're like, I don't know, man. The whole thing was just coming at me like this the entire time. It's overwhelming. It's an overwhelming experience. And then, of course, the language barrier. It will be nice to just have a conversation. Honestly, one of the coolest things was when I got to hook up with JP from the 510 and his incredibly lovely wife, Vianney. They could not have been sweeter, nicer people. I mean, it makes me feel so wonderful about my audience that I get to meet some of you in person. And JP from the 510 was just an awesome, awesome dude. And his wife was fantastic. And they were warm and welcoming. And they showed up with gifts for my children. I mean, it was just so sweet and considerate. Good Cup of Java. Good Cup of Java says, talk about the hot Japanese women. They're into thighs out here. So here's the thing. Japan is definitely a leg culture because there's not a lot of boobs going on in the culture, right? So it's a very, let me show off my bottom half culture. Lot of knee-high socks, a lot of thigh-high boots, a lot of naked thigh, a lot of mini skirts that stop right under the choach. There's that. And then the other look that is, I wasn't expecting, there's like this princess ball gown dress look that they got it going over here. Like, it looks like all these Japanese women are going to a freaking quinceañera in La Cañada or something. Like, there is a stunning amount of women walking around dressed like they're going to prom. The choach. Yeah. What do we want to call it? All right, here we go. Jets, what do you got? Refresh. Come on, NFL. Let's go. We know what the Jets are doing. They know what they're doing. They've already told you. The Jets' new brass general manager, and it's going to be Membu. This is going to be Membu right here, according to Ian Rappaport. Let me tell you, this was maybe the single most common name that I saw in all of the latest mocks. Like there were a lot of different moving names, moving parts, who could do what, this, that, the other thing, but Membu kept on coming up on that 7 line for the New York Jets over and over and over and over and over again, and it looks like it's been done. Armand Membu. Fuck, let's crack this thing and see what's up. Ready? Here we go. This is going to be celebratory for Membu. Now this is going to be the Membu goodbye, what might have been Japanese beverage of choice. So if you're the Niners now, you're thinking D-line, edge, linebacker. Or maybe you're still interested in offensive line. You know, would you rather have the third offensive lineman off the board or the first, well, I guess you got 2 D linemen already off the board. You know, one of the names, and this would be a trade back situation, I would think. Gray Zabel. Not that anyone wants to see another first rounder from North Dakota State, but Gray Zabel is a very versatile offensive lineman. He wouldn't be necessarily the heir apparent to Trent Williams at left tackle. That's what I thought Campbell or Membu could have been. I agree with you. Ben is coming in with a super chat saying could be Mikael Williams. I do think it could be Mikael Williams. I also think that Gray Zabel is on the board as a possibility for them. I think that Kelvin Banks Jr., the tackle out of Texas, could very much be the pick too. I hope that they are as intent at getting better on their offensive line as I want them to be. Like, yeah, you got to make tackles, but you need to open up running lanes again for this running game. We saw the 49ers offense stall so much in the red zone. I need better protection for a quarterback that they're about to make a massive investment in. I need better running lanes opened. Kelvin Banks Jr. out of Texas, to me, would be, if he were the pick at 11, I'd feel really good about that too. Gray Zabel feels like it'd be a little bit of a reach. But again, that's only because we are slaves to the mock draft. Shamar Stewart, Texas A&M, I think is a guy whose name could absolutely come up on the board. And if it is Shamar Stewart, let me tell you, John Lynch, you better be right about that. Because that guy's got all the physical traits in the world that you would want on your football team, but he doesn't come to the NFL with an awful lot of production in the stats that you want to see out of a defensive end, right? You want to see sack totals. He's great against the run, but the sack totals are unimpressive. Now you can say, well, Damon, you go watch the film and the nuance and the blah, blah. Here's the fuck your nuance. I want stats. I want production. I'm not here for nuance. All right. What do we got going on now? Carolina at 8. The pick is apparently in. That would mean the Saints are on the clock. That would put the Bears in the hole, and then the 49ers would be the next dude up in the dugout. JP from the 510 says, damn it. Membu's a Jet. I just got a DM from him. We're boys now. Seriously, what a great guy. What a great guy. Damon just got back from Japan. I think I had a variation from one day ever to the other. Yeah, I mean, the quality is unmatched. You'll see an awful lot of comments that are basically, the equivalent of Japan is in the future. I don't know if Japan is in the future. We are in the past. That's what I do know. The amount of shit that we just let not improve in the United States is pathetic. When you come over here, you realize, like, we'll never be a monolith of a culture. We are a melting pot. There are a billion different ideas in America. It feels like this is one big group think out here. But why doesn't everyone want it clean? Like, specifically people that we associate with, like, oh, well, they're messing, like, there's a level of, by the way, homeless aren't here in Japan. They're just not. They do not exist. But I always thought, if you were homeless, wouldn't you, if you were homeless, wouldn't you want the streets cleaner than anybody? I never understood that, really. But there is just a level of, we don't care about this part of society that we've let slip through the cracks that they didn't here. And that's the difference. And listen to this. You know what they also got in Japan? The minute you have a baby, both the mother and the father get a year full-time paternity leave, full paid. Both the mother and the father, you get a full year paternity leave so you can be there for the first developmental year of your child. And I think that just, that's where it all starts right there, right? Isn't that where, investing in the future really begins? And they got that down. That's pride. That is setting up your society for success, not failure. And, family matters out here in a way that's very obvious. There's a lot that we could do better. And I can already feel there's a little bit of a, like, oh, Damon, you like Japan so much, fucking stay there. No, I'm going to be looking forward to getting back home for sure. But if you're telling me that you can't get better ideas from somewhere else, the amount of arrogance that comes with that is just, we can't even have a conversation. There are a lot of things that we do that we do better than Japan. But the list of shit that Japan does better than us, just because they take the time to care, again, intention and attention. There is intention in everything, and there is attention paid to every detail that we just allow to gloss over to the point where we can't rise above average. Again, we have average egg salad sandwiches. Japan has the greatest egg salad sandwiches you've ever had. Oh, and I'll say this too. Some of the sushi that we've had out here, the very best sushi that you can get in San Francisco is at best Varsity Sushi. All other sushi in America is at best Junior Varsity. These are the pros. This is the big leagues of sushi. There's just shit available out here that is not, you cannot get it back there. You have to be here to do it this way, and it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's the difference between junior varsity, varsity. Everyone here's a pro. These are the pros. Tetaroa McMillan is the pick to the Panthers. Incredible talent, incredible catch radius. Really, really interesting player. If you're the Carolina Panthers, if you're Bryce Young, who really wants to figure out whether or not you're going to have a career as this team starter, look, the Panthers are doing it the right way. The Panthers spent more money across their offensive line in free agency than anybody's ever seen. You build from the inside out. You get your protection. You think you got your quarterback. Now you go get a target. That's the right way to do it. And that's how I wanted the 49ers to do it. That's why I'm thinking if Kelvin Banks, the offensive lineman out of Texas, if he's there at 11, I don't know if he would be an heir apparent to Trent Williams, but I think he would be a better tackle possibly than McGlinchey, and you could start him off maybe as guard. Now things get interesting at 9 here for the Saints. What are the Saints about to do? They need a quarterback. Would they be the first team to say, no, it's not going to be It's not going to be Shador, but Jackson Dart. Let's see. By the way, I didn't even take a sip of this. I popped it and then I got distracted. Let's see how the Armand Membu, sorry, it didn't happen. Our relationship will never begin drink tastes. That's freaking great. It's just delicious. There's booze in this? We need these back in the United States. That's good. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? 49ers Red Zone says, if it's not here, Sanders falls. Yeah. Yeah, if this isn't Shador right here at 9, where would he go? Bears aren't going. Niners aren't going. Cowboys aren't going quarterback. Dolphins aren't going quarterback. Colts are so unhappy with their situation. Maybe. Falcons, they might take another quarter. They have Kirk Cousins, Shador Sanders, and Michael Penix Jr. Why not? You're the Atlanta Falcons. All your decisions are horrible. But beyond that, the Cardinals aren't going to do it. The Bengals certainly aren't going to do it. The Seahawks aren't going to do it. The Tampa Bay's not going to do it. He 21 to Pittsburgh is where you'd see Shador go next if he's not here right now. Just falling to Pittsburgh if he's not the pick here at number 9. Very interesting. This is the fun stuff. This is the fun part of the draft. Not all the speculation, not all the mocks. Anthony's like, hey, Dion's from Atlanta. It fits. Yeah, he did go to Atlanta. Not from Atlanta, but yes. Yeah. Kelvin Banks. It's Kelvin Banks. Oh, Leonardo Santana saying Brazil is here. Oi, tudo bem. Good to have you. So Kelvin Banks is officially off the board. Now I think the 49ers start looking D-line edge. The 3 far and away, I think, favorite offensive linemen are gone now. I would be stunned if at 11 they just took Gray Zabel. Although, he's versatile. But that would be a how about this? With all of the pre-draft lead-up conversations, I think Gray Zabel's name was mentioned on Wake Up between me and Larry maybe once. And we were talking about who are really good options maybe on a day 3. And now I've seen him in the first round. So he's had an awful lot of status rising. But, I mean, look at it this way. I don't think John Lynch has the fucking balls to take another player from North Dakota State after the horrific selection of everybody's best friend, Trey Lance. You were the first American to say my name correctly. Leonardo Santana, what part of your name could possibly be mispronounced? Everybody likes the band Santana. Everyone knows who Leonardo DiCaprio is. We just put the 2 together to get your name. Leonardo Santana, that's easy. Anthony saying running back for Kyle. No, the running back for Kyle would have maybe been Genty, but that's off the board. All right. So the 49ers are officially on the clock because the Bears pick is in. I wonder how much Kelvin Banks coming off the board there just absolutely shifted the 49ers mindset into the other gear. Now, instead of going O-line, we were going D. Look, maybe they're going D-line all along. Philip Dunn, Michael Johnson Thomas. Sanders is going to Dallas, isn't he? Wouldn't that be something else? Jalen Walker, Mikael Williams, definite possibilities to the Niners right here. I also think there is a very good possibility the pick here could be Shamar Stewart for the Niners. Tick, 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 tick. How are we doing on the supers? If we get 50 supers, I'll show off the Japanese toilet. Compelling stuff. I don't mean I'm actually going to demonstrate how it works. But if you've never seen a Japanese toilet, these things are amazing. Oh, man. Again, can we just raise our toilet game in America? If you're telling me that's too expensive, okay, I'll agree. Let's just start with hot towels before meals. I've been handed a hot towel before every meal, no matter no matter. Oh, dude, 650 coming in with a fitty spot. Thank you very much. That almost picks up dinner if we go out and just do a little yakitori. Bidet style, yeah. All right. What are the Bears going to do here? Bears, new coach. There was a lot of talk about Genti going to Chicago, obviously off the board to the Raiders. So let's see what this actually looks like. What are the Bears going to do? What are the Bears going to do? Would the Bears go Tyler Warren right here? I wouldn't be surprised. Tyler Warren is actually not a bad idea for the Bears. Neither is Mikael Williams, to be honest with you. Come on, bear down, Chicago Bears. Oh, we got an RIP Mongo from Flint. Absolutely. Absolutely. Steve McMichael, man. That's everything that a Chicago Bear is supposed to be, he was. Walker, Green, or Campbell. Walker, Green, or Campbell. I mean, look, those are three names that we've talked about so much. The fact that all three are still there, like, honestly, I would not be surprised or mad or upset if the Niners traded back here. I wouldn't. I think trading back is a decent idea. Would they be interested in the corner from Texas, the corner from Michigan? Let's see. I mean, I'll say this. As a head coach, we saw Robert Saleh enjoy some great cornerback play. Gus Bradley, who is now a voice in the room, Legion of Boom based on secondary play. Wow, the first tight end off the board is Colston Loveland. Wow, that is a shocker. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that the first tight end off the board was going to be anyone other than Tyler Warren? I'm stunned. I mean, if you're the 49ers, are you really going to, with, George Kittle, kind of the pick is in? All right, Niners, what are you going to do? I mean, if the Niners came here right now and got Tyler Warren, I wouldn't be mad at that at all. It would be a little bit the argument would be we went with best available, not need. And I know that John Lynch was sort of singing that tune just the other day in one of the final, I'm talking to the media before the draft starts. We're not interested in anything other than best available. We will go away from need for best available. I'd go defense. I would go defense before I drafted another tight end. And then again, we would talk about what you did in free agency. Why did you go ahead and sign Luke Farrell for that cash if you're then going to draft a tight end now? Like, what are you going to do? Run a 3 tight end jumbo set the entire game? Let's see what the Niners do. The pick is in. I really wonder if they would, we've seen them like players out of Oregon, but I don't really like the defensive lineman out of Oregon that much. Derek Harmon. Again, if you want Derek Harmon, that feels like a trade back into the late teens and get Derek Harmon. Oh my goodness. Hey, Damon, what about the kicker from BYU? Yeah, they didn't like the kicker that they got in the 3rd round a couple years ago, so now they're going 1st round kicker. They're just going to follow that Raiders success plan and hopefully end up with Janikowski. Here we go. The question we've all been waiting for, the question that I couldn't even, wait to get back to America to address. We had to go live in the morning from the future in Tokyo. Who's it going to be? Give me your predictions right now. Hit that chat. Hit that chat right now. Who's it going to be? Give me the name. Oh, this is a commercial. Is this in an actual commercial right now? Is that why we're waiting? Jalen Walker, Mikhail Williams, Walker and Nolan. Great Scott, Damon. Warren, Walker. What do we got going on here, NFL? The NFL draft tracker just kind of crapped out on NFL.com. All right. Well, thank you for being totally useless at this particular time, NFL.com. What are the Niners going to do? Boo. Pick is in. It's Williams. Do we know that? What's Ian Rappaport saying? I'm refreshing Ian Rappaport. He's been on everything. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Asai super dry. Yeah, I've been a lot of super dry Asais. No doubt. Jalen Walker. All right. Well, I'm happy to report that the NFL.com draft tracker is back up and running. Somebody says the pick is in. Here we go. It's McHale. Came out over a minute ago. Well, again, Ian Rappaport didn't have it. Trust your sources. Consider the sources. If Ian Rappaport isn't the guy who tweeted it, I'm going to actually have to see it happen on the draft tracker for me to believe it. Kyle offered up a super to say it's McHale Williams, Georgia. If it is, I mean, you can't dislike that pick. Edge rusher from Georgia. Could you trade it back and done that? Could you have traded back and done that? Is that rain or smog outside your window? It is a very foggy day here. It is a foggy, foggy day. We've had blue skies. There's not a smog problem in Japan like there is in Los Angeles, at least not here in the part of Tokyo. We're kind of by the water. So it's been blue skies and gorgeous, but today it is very, very overcast. Wait, USO Japan is introducing this pick? Get out of here. Get out of here. See, it was all meant to be. The Japanese connection is strong in this draft for the 49ers. It's what brought me here. McHale Williams to the 49ers. 6'5", big guy. Okay. He joins a defensive line that has Nick Bosa, and good luck with that. My McHale comp is Leonard Floyd, kind of uninspiring. I would have thought an interior defensive lineman was almost a bigger priority to stop that rush, but pull up some stats. Four and a half sacks as a freshman, 4.5 sacks as a sophomore, 5 sacks. I don't know. Look, here's the thing. Who knows anything, right? The guy that you had no expectations of can be a great player someday, and guys who've come with the highest of expectations have turned out to be total busts. So to try to render one way or another who exactly is a good or bad pick until we start seeing him play is a fool's errand. You want to get your opinion out there so you look like you're better informed than most. But let's see. Chris Kasurik, Nick Bosa, coach him on up, get him out there, and we'll see. But I don't, I'm not thrilled with the pick. Prove me wrong, 49ers. Prove me wrong. Ben says Salah's going to turn Williams into a machine. Hey, I hope you are right. I hope you are right. McHale Williams. Well, hey, McHale, welcome to the San Francisco 49ers. The expectations are for you to go to the Hall of Fame. So you better get there. will this be another first round total bust, or will it be the rare first rounder that actually works out for this regime? Only time is going to tell. Only time is going to tell. But there it is. There you go. Mikhail Williams. It's not what I wanted. Like, I would have been cooler with Shamar Stewart and his lack of production. I thought he was the more physical, imposing player, but okay. What do I know? I'm just a guy in Tokyo sipping coffee and whatever the fuck this is. And, I wish it would just have been Armand Membu. That would have been nice. Tyler Booker, the guard out of Alabama. Niners needed a guard. But they need edge too. They need D-line. Again, the 49ers did not trade back. A little bit of a surprise. Took Mikhail Williams. A little bit of a surprise. We'll see whether or not it actually works out, if it actually happens. But I'm not overly, I'm not jumping up and down. I'm not jumping up and down. All right. Well, the plan was wrap up draft coverage and then go meet Jillian and begin one of our last couple days here in Tokyo. But we had to get together. We had to hang out for a little bit, and I'm so happy that we did. Have you hit like and subscribe yet? Have you subscribed yet? Have you hit it? We've only got, 79 likes. I mean, that's got to go up, right? Here I am in Japan working hard for you. And, I don't think we're going to get to the super chat goal, but I told you that I was going to show off the Japanese toilet. I certainly hope that this pick doesn't go in the toilet for the 49ers. But let me show you anyways. Come here. I'm not going to demonstrate how it's used, but I'm going to show you. By the way, we've got a really nice hotel room. Let me turn this around here. We haven't had room service come on in yet. By the way, look at this. This is the view from outside the hotel. Wait a minute. Watch this. This thing controls. Wait a minute. This thing right here controls the entire room. You want high tech? We got some high tech over here. So I can throw it into, here, I'll open the lace. Watch this. Just push a button. And it's starting to come up. There we go. We got some people excited about Williams. We got some people saying Solomon Thomas 2.0. Only time will tell. But here's a little Tokyo out our hotel window. We're very much like in the financial district part of Tokyo down by the water. This is a pretty little sailors plaza that they have set up over here. The train system, the subway system, it's overwhelming, but it's actually pretty easy to use. It really has been. You get on you go to the subway a couple times and you know how to do it. Anyways, that's the view outside the window. That direction, then you can see we're right here on the water. Over there is, there's buildings going up everywhere. But there you go. All right, now. This is the room. The bed. Oh, yeah, dude, we got a keyboard. Look at this. Look at this electronic keyboard, right? Hold on. Go a little electric piano on this bad boy. I missed a 30-minute tweezer. Not that I'm upset about missing 2 fish shows in my own backyard in San Francisco. Tokyo's been great, but fuck, those are a couple of good sets. Anyway, here we are going down. Now, this is the bathroom. Nice bathroom situation. Really nice shower situation. All of our stuff. Here is the water closet. First of all, we need to also, in America, we need to normalize sliding doors. I love the sliding door in Japan. There she is, the star of the show. Now, this isn't the fanciest of Japanese toilets. It's not the fanciest of Japanese toilets, because the fanciest of Japanese toilets, you walk in and you get in front of them and the lid opens up automatically, just like, you actually have to, oh my God, you got to do the lid. But here you go, and this is how you control it. This is like the bidet. It's the booty washer. The front, for you ladies, you can adjust the pressure, the position of it. Up here on top, I mean, this thing basically like gives you a rim job. It's unbelievable. That oscillating is, Jillian and I were joking. If you're sitting in here with the bidet oscillating too long, you're playing with yourself. But this thing comes out. Can I turn it on without actually? No, you got to be sitting on it. All right, hold on. So I'm not going to the bathroom, but as soon as you sit down, you hear water start to flow. It is warm water that warms up the seat. God forbid your butt cheeks hit cold plastic in Tokyo. So instantly you sit on a warm seat, which you kind of got to get used to, because whenever you sit on a warm toilet seat, it feels like it's the ambient heat of whoever was using it before you. Ugh. But this is a nice warm toilet seat. And then let me go ahead and try to turn the bidet on. I'm going to get up real quick, see if would it automatically shut off? Yeah, see, it's not going to come unless you're sitting on it. The bidet doesn't shoot. I was going to try to show you how far it would squirt, but never mind. That's what she said. Anyways, there you go. Automatic flush. You close it. It cleans itself. The Japanese toilet's legit. I don't know if the Niners draft pick is legit. If Mikael Williams is as good as a Japanese toilet, he's going to Canton. He's going to Canton. He's going to be a monster if he's as good as a Japanese toilet. Warm buns. Yes. Warm buns. Ayo, what do we got? Heated toilet seat. Kind of nice. Injury prone in college. Why do we draft like this? Again, as it stands right now, I don't love the pick, but the player can change my mind by going out there and have a great season. What the hell do I know? What the hell do I know? I thought that Ryan Leaf was going to be better than Peyton Manning. I was sure of it. Absolutely sure of it. And since I was so sure of it, I never talked with great authority ever again about what I know about the draft that is going to happen for sure. You just do not know. So good luck, Mikael Williams. There's no reason to be negative or down on it until we actually see him playing. It's not going to stop the internet from being negative or down on it, though. I know that. Anyways, what can I tell you other than temperature control? Yeah, everything. Dude, the toilets are unstoppable. All right, let's catch up here. Yeah, Tyler Booker right after. Kenneth Grant. See, I thought Kenneth Grant was going to be the pick there too, maybe. Kenneth Grant. If Kenneth Grant goes on to have a monster rookie year and Mikael Williams does not, there's going to be conversations about should John Lynch still have this job. Here we are. Keen Kleber says the only way to watch this draft is when it's spliced in between a Japanese hotel review. Well, I'm glad you feel that way, because I got a little something to. I'm going to show off the room service that we got this morning with a video that I'll post a little bit later. But there you go, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. It was great hanging out with you and catching up with you. I really did. I missed you over here. Our little band of misfit toys that we've put together. It's fantastic. It really is. You are my kind of folks, and I will be back, and we'll be back to normal schedule starting on Monday morning, San Francisco, 9 a.m. time. Yours truly, Larry Krueger, with the show that has gone global. Again, in Kyoto, guy walks up to me. Are you Damon Bruce? Huh? Recognized in Kyoto. by a Wake Up viewer named Julian Wright from Portland, Oregon, who says he watches every show that Larry and I do together. Really appreciated that. That made me felt like Mick Jagger. It really did. Um, that wouldn't happen with a radio career. That can only happen over here on YouTube. So thank you very, very much. We'll be back at it 9 a.m. normal with what's going to be a hell of a wake up. No doubt about it. We will have a lot to talk about. I think Larry hated Mikhail Williams. Do I remember that right? I think he put out videos saying anyone but Mikhail Williams. So this, I don't know. Is Larry taking this well? We'll have to find out. Anyways, thank you so very, very much for tuning in. And please do remember, eat at Ike's, drink at the Dubliner, and that sports don't build character. They reveal it. And like that, he's gone. Sayonara.